right. Well, it's a great day to be a Hoosier. Appreciate you guys being out here today. Sorry to make you come out of the AC, but I wanted to point out a couple things that we are working on. We're excited to continue priming the pump and adding game day experience initiatives and experiences for our fans. Wanted to talk about those today. We'll have a release so you don't have to scurry your notes too quick. Most of this will be reflected in that. I think the two cornerstones of what we're doing this year really start with this ribbon board. This is going to be a really nice addition for our fans to have more entertainment and more information. We're going to go a lot deeper in statistics, both on the Jumbotron and here, not just passing yards and all that, but more detailed statistics that I think will bring more of an in-home experience into the stadium. Like a lot of places, we're trying to compete with what's a really good in-home experience for our fans. We're trying to replicate the most important parts of that here, plus obviously provide the kind of things that fans just can't get at home. So the ribbon board's 200 feet long, it's 3 feet tall, costs $300,000. In our last negotiation with Learfield, thanks Don Fisher, we negotiated the addition of a ribbon board, but the one they wanted to put in was too little in my view. So they paid about $170, and then we paid another $130 to get it up to a length that we thought made sense. So we thought it might be up and running today. Obviously they're putting the finishing touches on it. I think this ribbon board will be a really nice new accoutrement for Memorial Stadium and our fans this fall. The other big piece you can't really see from here is the renovations of the purple lot, and I can take no credit for that. That is purely an initiative of President McRobbie to improve the different gateways to campus. And as you know, that thing looked like a state fair gravel lot. Now it's beautiful. We've actually increased our number of parking spaces by 50%. We've gone from about 1,200 to 1,850. There'll be 730 new trees planted in there in October when it's tree planting season in the little islands and so forth. There's, let me see, 8 acres of green space, a little stream that runs through there. Initially, our first year, we're not going to park on that to give the grass a chance to grow, but eventually we'll have RVs and so forth in there. There'll be some additional improvements to that over the next year or so, but the lot is up and running. I think it's going to be a really great addition for our fans. That project cost almost $7 million, $6.8 million, which was funded by the university. And again, I want to thank President McRobbie for his support in helping to make the athletics campus more beautiful, even as he's making the entire campus more beautiful. We're also going to try to do a better job of engaging our ushers and event staff at the games. I thought it was noteworthy. I was reading a thing about the way Disney does things, the Disney Institute and all that, and they make a differentiation between the tasks that people are supposed to accomplish and their common purpose. So they talk about the custodian sees a little girl drop her ice cream cone. His task is to clean up this ice cream cone, but if he's part of the common purpose to make it a great entertainment experience for people of all ages, he goes and buys her a new one and gives it to her. And we're going to try to do that a little bit here. Our staff will be wearing these handsome buttons designed in-house by our wonderful Ashley Strauss that say, "Ask me, I'm here to help." We're really going to invite fans to engage with our ushers and other event staff. And they'll also be armed with Hoosier Bucks. And when they see a situation where maybe a fan's not having such a great experience, they drop their Coke. They, thank you, right on cue. They drop their hot dog, the kid's having a bad time, they'll be able to give the fans some Hoosier Bucks that they can redeem at the concession stands for fabulous food and so forth that's provided there. I saw this at the regional baseball game. Our own Earlston Bean saw a kid drop his hot dog, and he went up and actually bought the kid a new hot dog, and that also, you know, that was kind of happening organically, but we're going to try to do more of that in a deliberate way. We're also going to try to have a very specific and uniform greeting and thanking. Our ushers will be thanking people for coming to IU. Welcome to IU. I'm hopeful in a way that our fans and visitors almost get sick of being welcomed to IU. We're going to use the same words and phrases to underscore and try to leave an impression that we're a welcoming place for our friends and opponents alike. We're also going to try to Fortunately, we don't have much of that here, but we want to get out in front on unruly or abusive behavior by fans. We'll have a don't be that guy messaging. People don't, they don't want to be that guy, but sometimes after a few too many beers you become that guy. So we're going to encourage people not to do that, and also encourage our other fans to alert our event services staff if there are issues. And we'll be publishing this number. They can text 812-369-MY-IU or 6948 to alert event services staff, not only of maybe an unruly fan, but maybe a safety issue or something that's going on. So anyway, we're really going to enlist that army of great folks to help us make this an even better game day experience. Our connectivity is going to improve. Behind those boxes is an enhanced DAS system. You guys, of course, know that that stands for Digital Antenna Systems. I didn't know that. I had to write that down. Both AT&T and Verizon will be fully on board on that by our second game, by the Maryland game on September 27th. That'll be fully up and operating, so our fans will be able to get better connectivity on cell phone calls, on texting, and I think that'll be a great next step on improving our connectivity. We're improving the tap outs concept. As you guys know, we're really trying to encourage our defense to get the ball back, whether it's expiring the other teams on downs or having a turnover. The tap outs will be recorded and promoted on the ribbon board as well as the jumbotron, and then we put the tap out insignias where the student section can see them better. We think that'll get the kids more excited. We've also brought McDonald's back as a sponsor of that. When I was here, McDonald's sponsored basketball, and if we scored over 100 points, it was free cheeseburgers. We're bringing McDonald's back, and on the tap outs, if the team gets 10 tap outs, 10 or more, then there'll be double cheeseburger coupons for all the ticket holders. If they score more than 50 points, double cheeseburger coupons, and if we do both, if we have the daily double, then you'll get fries with that. So it'll be a nice combo for inspiring both the defense and the offense. Just more fun stuff. We're gonna have a remote camera going all around in the concourses and the stands out in the tailgate lot that can take video and put it up on the jumbotron so fans can see themselves at tailgates and doing fun stuff and all that. Even more t-shirts with our 4 Gatling guns, which is probably the most Gatling t-shirt guns in collegiate football, don't you think, Andy? Probably. So we're gonna have a lot of t-shirts, more t-shirts being shot out of there. We've got the Old Oaken bucket, popcorn bucket. So these buckets will always be here. And I don't know if you guys remember, we have the real bucket too. So we'll hope to keep that as well. But these will be a fun thing for our fans. They can take them home. We're going to have a selfie station, which I don't really, that could be weird, I don't know, but it's not. It's going to be a place where we're going to encourage our fans to go in, take selfies, and then they can use that as a fun thing to send them out to their family and friends. We're also going to put appropriate tweets that our fans issue and put them up. I just think they're just on the jumbotron. They won't be on the ribbon board. This sounds gross, but it's not. We're going to have free green water as part of our sustainability initiative. So fans can bring in an empty container and then fill it up at water stations all throughout Memorial Stadium. So it'll cut down on stuff that goes in the landfill. We can't let people bring in water for security and other reasons, but we are going to make those water stations available, and so we encourage fans to bring in containers so they can get free, tasty water here in Memorial Stadium. Those are the actual in-game experience items. We're also going to do some things to try to promote awareness and attendance at games. We have countdown clocks. Some of you may have seen those. They're really cool. You can see them through the fog from 500 feet probably. They're going to be at Kilroy's on Kirkwood, Kilroy's Sports, the IMU, and TIS, and it's going to, starting I think now, it'll be counting down the hours, minutes, and seconds to the kickoff against Indiana State. We're also going to have a digital scoreboard on 465 in Indianapolis on the south side. It's also going to have a countdown to kickoff against Indiana State, and then in real time keep updates about the scores. Hopefully Nate and the boys will have that thing whirring a little bit on Saturday. Especially since we only have 6 home games this year, and especially since we have a pretty big gap between our first game this Saturday and then not coming back till September 27th. We really want to keep our fans engaged while we're home and away. So the unveiling of the helmet of the week will be on social media, both for home games and away games. And